Old school beat 'em ups. Like many of you, I grew up with a lot of these. We kinda know what we want to see when it comes to new ones, or bringing back older properties with new games in those series. You gotta make the hits punchy, some fun power-ups to grab, good all-around presentation from the visuals to the soundtrack. The soundtrack arguably being even more important, because some solid tunes can really lift up your beat 'em up action to another level. Most of all, it has to be fun. Well, I had the chance to play a new one that came out called Buccaneers Shipshape, and I think it meets all those pieces of criteria to be another good one in my book. Gameplay is pretty simple. Go from left to right, slashing, punching, hitting any enemy that comes at you. Hitting an innocent will actually net you with some gold. Levels are brisk, enjoyable, and even have their own little bits of variety too. For example, the first stage you might be fighting some pirates, and then dodging some cannonballs, with then combining them towards the end of the stage. Look, it's not an action game, it's a side-scrolling brawler. Punch punch, grab health and pickups, fight a boss, and go on to the next area. When done well, it's a winning formula. Here the developers definitely show and know what they are doing. Apparently this is a remake of an older game. I never played the original, so when I first looked at this I'm like, oh cool, a new pirate beat 'em up, sign me up, and I'm glad I did. Now to my surprise, the second stage is very different than the first. The first operates how you would expect, go towards the right, fighting enemies, get to the boss, beat him up, and then move on. But in the second level, you're now kinda sailing on a board, and we're trying to reach a ship. You can move the board around, and this will play into some other stuff later in the stage. First off, I really love older games when animals would be part of the enemy groups. Here you have some ballsy birds that try and attack you, and honestly they were the most dangerous enemy within this stage. Mermen will pop out of the water, and then you have to dodge bits of land to not damage your board. A familiar pattern is then followed where you have to do some beat 'em up action with enemies coming at you, then needing to dodge an environmental hazard like with the land in this case. The last part of the level combines both of these together, making it more exciting and dynamic with fighting both enemies and then needing to dodge the land as well. No boss fight, but a fun change up to the expected action of stage 1. Humor is weaved into this title and its gameplay as well. The third stage starts off with letting you both slash and punch sharks. Yes, the sharks that were trying to get you in the prior level that you could not damage then. Now you can take the fight right to them and punch them right in the nose. Silly and awesome. Probably one of my favorite bits of comedy is how a crab will crawl on over to you and have some ale, and if you can kick it, he'll drop the ale and then you can regain some health. It's little touches like this that gives the game some identity and personality, all along with making each of the stages feel unique too. Stage 3 is back to the action of stage 1, go to the right. One of my favorite parts is how your character is just holding their breath the entire level. At first I thought air was going to play into this level mechanic, but this is much better. Focus on the action and the awe of your character's lung capacity. Stage 4 features us both fighting through a town and then within a tavern. I like how we see two different locations within one level here, and there is a bit of that annoying old school cheese where you have some angry ladies just throwing all manner of crap out their windows at all the people going by. It's both funny and a bit annoying with how many of them there are. Action stays pretty good, pickups return, and while in the tavern you can hit waitresses to drop ale for you to use. Stage 5 appears to be another fight to the right level, but it throws a bit of a curveball at you with it raining, cause the roof now is slippery, and now you and your enemies can easily fall off the roof. So you need to then keep pushing back up so you don't die. Following this is a brief yet very fun stagecoach level, where you fight on the back of one with enemies jumping on to take you out and the passengers trying to stab your feet. Then you have a set of stages focusing on the castle. First, you're trying to get into it. It's where you then pick up a gun, and also need to deal with some gunmen as well. I like the quick firing attack that comes with it, but it doesn't last long. Fight a bunch more enemies, fight the last boss 2 times, and that's it. That's the end of the game at this point. What an enjoyable arcade beat 'em up time. Really good stuff. Look, I'm not saying that this is the second coming of beat 'em ups or anything like that. What it is a very fun one, a worthy remake from what I can tell, and delivers what you expect and honestly want from this genre. Levels feature a bunch of little surprises to make them feel just a bit unique from each other. You have your 4 different characters to choose from. Yes, they mostly play the same, but they do feel a little bit different, with each of them having their own specials and combo to do. I do wish that the game had a bit more pickup weapons to use. You mainly only have the whip and gun, and that's pretty much it. Maybe more swords, spears, or something like that. A dual sword option would have been cool too. I think there could have been more in this area. I also like that the original Buccaneers game is included too. A nice touch, and something that all remakes should honestly be packaged with. The game could also use some form of unlocks or anything like that, because basically you just have the game and the original. That's about it. Now you can play it in 4-player co-op, and I think this right here is where this game is going to really thrive. This is exactly the type of thing that you can enjoy on a Friday night with friends or your kids. Grab some pizza, play the game, and have a good time. Yes, boss fights are generally same-ish, but the distinct personalities and styles do help to freshen them up a bit. Most importantly, the hits feel satisfying. There are times where you have so many enemies that you're facing at once. That helpful bird is your best friend, and I like the art style and the cutscenes too. Buccaneers is a hidden gem for this year, and one game I think you should check out, and it's an overlooked and underrated good time. What are your thoughts on all this? Have you heard or played Buccaneers? Let me know all of this in the comments down below. If you're interested in supporting the channel, please check out my Patreon page. For just $1 a month, you can help to keep this channel going strong, and this allows me to be able to do more for my awesome audience. Please check out the links in the description and pinned comment for ways to support the channel. And most of all, thank you very much for watching.